Hi and welcome back to Hatha Yoga with Catherine for beginners. Hope you're doing well. And I know it has been a little bit since I've recorded yoga, so really looking forward to getting back into this with you. So as usual, we're going to lie down on our backs and we're going to start with our relaxation. So if you'd like to lie down on your mat. Oh, I got my knees creaking. Right, so lie down and then I will explain. So for the yogis that are quite comfortable to lie flat on their backs, and that's good, we'll put the heels together, allow the feet to relax out to the sides, place the arms out by the sides with the palms facing up. For the yogis that feel really uncomfortable with the back, we can just draw those knees up. So just ease the back out a little bit. Place your feet on the edge of the mat. Allow those knees to relax out to the side. So when you relax, you're completely relaxed. In other words, you're not tensioning the muscles to keep those knees together. And the arms out by the sides again. I didn't mention, I have a new wall hanging, if you want to call it that. So for spring and summer, hope you enjoy my new wall hanging and find it relaxing. Those heels are together, all the knees are together, nicely relaxed. Arms out by the sides, palms up. We're just going to start with our breathing. And the reason why we start with this is to start to relax the mind and the body in order to get ready for our yoga. So we start with our breathing. Just a few deep breaths, just in and out, just on your own time. So as we start to relax now, I'd like you to concentrate more on the breathing. So when we're breathing in through the nose, just feel the tummy pushing out as you fill the lungs with air. Just feel the lungs pushing the tummy out as we fill them with air, and then just feel them drop away again. Feel the tummy drop away as we exhale again through the nose. I know I sound a little croaky, just because I've got some sinusitis, so hopefully I don't sound too bad on this video today. So just some breathing on your own time. So breathing in through the nose. Feel the tummy pushing out as we're breathing in. And then just relaxing in as we exhale through the nose. So as we're relaxing here, I'd like you to apply a little bit of meditation. So it's not a full-on meditation, but it helps to relax the mind so we can prepare for our yoga. So just by concentrating on those breathing exercises will help to quiet and to relax the mind and bring it into the room and just to be in the moment. As I say to all my yogis in face-to-face classes, the day is outside the door, and this is the time that we give back to ourselves to build a stronger mind and also a stronger body. If you have a yawn, then just let that yawn go. Just move those toes, move those fingers. And as we go through our yoga session today, I'd like you to be mindful or in the moment. So just doing your best to keep your mind in the room and on our breathing. I'll explain all of that to you, and also on the poses. So I've just remembered I haven't set my Fitbit. So if you have a Fitbit, and let me see, I should have set it on my phone and I haven't done so. Right. That doesn't matter, it'll record anyway. So if you have a Fitbit and you want to record your yoga, please feel free to maybe pause the video and set up your Fitbit to record your yoga class today, or your yoga session, and score some points. So we're going to draw those knees up to the chest. We're just going to give them a hug. So it's just to relax the back, ease the back out on the mat. If you're like me, you've got a really hollow back. It's doing this really helps to ease my back out. If it's uncomfortable to hug the knees or the shins, just cross the hands behind the knees and just gently roll, really gently, just from side to side. Still just breathing gently. We're going to unclasp the hands. We're going to place them palms down on the mat. We're going to extend those legs up to the ceiling. We're going to point our toes, then flex them. In other words, point them down at our face. So just on your own time. So just some pointing and flexing. So it's really important to get our feet and joints warmed up and loosened up for our yoga. Our yoga, Hatha yoga, isn't strenuous. It's for beginners. And we only do what our bodies can manage. We don't push our bodies to the point where we hurt ourselves or pull any muscles. That's not the objective of Hatha yoga for beginners. So we're going to keep those feet still. We're going to make circles with the feet. So it doesn't matter in which direction you go first. Having the legs as straight as possible. If that really hurts, just bend the knees ever so slightly, but it's actually easier with the legs straight. And we're going to go the other way. So here we're loosening up the ankles, those feet, the toes, just getting them moving. Okay, we're going to keep those feet still. We're going to lower our legs down to the mat, so it's a nice fluid movement. I'll count you down. So just listen to my voice. You don't have to try to scrunch your neck to look at the video. So I'll count you down as per the clock. Just keep breathing, don't hold your breath. So when you're ready, we're going to lower the speed to like 5 past as per the clock. 10 past, keep breathing, going, quarter past. 20 past, keep breathing, 25 past. And heels gently on the mat for half past. Don't bash those heels down because you're going to hurt yourself. And that's not what we do in yoga. Let's take a nice deep breath. When you're ready, we're going to lift the legs back up again, so not yet. If it's uncomfortable to bring the legs straight back up, bend your knees and then straighten them. So for those of us that can lift our legs straight up again, we're going to take a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, lift those legs up. Okay, so we're going to repeat this. So when you're ready, I'll count you down again. Remember, keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. So lower those legs to 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, and heels gently on the mat for half past. I think I skipped out 25 past. That happens. Take a nice deep breath. And a yawn. So when you're ready, if you need to bend your knees and straighten them, that's fine. For the rest of us, take a nice deep breath. And as we breathe out, lift those legs back up again, because we are going to repeat that one more time. So when you're ready, keep breathing. Lower those legs to 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, and heels gently on the mat for half past. And relax, a nice deep breath. We're just going to bend those knees, bring them back to the chest, either hug the knees or the shins, or just cross your hands behind the knees. Just roll them so gently from side to side, just easing that back out. So if you like me with a hollow back, I find it really difficult just to roll up or sit up from lying flat on my back. So what we do suggest in yoga is that unclasp your hands, keep your knees bent, we'll roll over onto the right side, push with your left hand, and then just come up into a sitting position. So from here, we are still warming up. So I'm going to position myself nicely on my mat. So for the yogis that find it really difficult to cross your ankles and sit like that, you're welcome just to straighten the legs, just have a slight bend in the knees, so we're not looking for flat knees, just a gentle bend. But try and keep the back nice and erect. For the rest of us, we cross those ankles, pull the flesh out from underneath the sitting bones, which helps us to sit up more erect and to improve the posture. So what I would like to introduce is some hand mudra, which I haven't done before in the classes. So we're going to take the thumb and the index finger and just put them together so it looks like we're making a bit of a circle, and the other fingers are stretched out. Possible if it really hurts to straighten your fingers, just keep a slight curl in the fingers. We're just going to rest those hands on our knees, and from here we are going to do our shoulder shrugs. What that entails is breathing up, pulling our shoulders up to the ears, and exhaling and dropping them down. If you wish to close your eyes while you're doing this, I'll talk you all the way through it. So when you're ready, breathe in, exhale and drop them down. Breathe in, exhale, drop them down. Breathe in, exhale, drop them down. And last time, breathe in and exhale and drop them down. So we're going to do neck rolls. So let's put my plaits behind this so I don't interfere with the mic. So we're just going to lower the chin onto the chest. Again, just listen to what I tell you. You don't need to keep watching the video. You should be able to follow my voice. So we're going to breathe in and bring the left ear over the left shoulder. And exhale gently, bring the chin back towards the chest. And then inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And exhale, chin on the chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. And exhale, chin on the chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And exhale, one set more. Chin on chest, inhale, left ear, left shoulder. And exhale, chin on the chest, inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale gently, just bring the chin back to the chest. When you're ready, just look up again. We'll take our hands, place them on our shoulders, so just hold on to the shoulders. We're going to make circles with the elbows, so whether you go forwards or backwards first, it doesn't matter. So this is helping to loosen up the shoulders, the back muscles. See if you can draw those tummy muscles in, hold tight onto them. Part of doing yoga is also building strength, and if we don't use those muscles, we're not going to build that strength. We're going to go the opposite direction. So remember, it's just on your own time, how big or small you make those circles. So it's just how you feel. I'd like to challenge you to, in your yoga today, is see how much you can smile. So we're just going to relax, bring the hands back to the knees. So obviously keeping the mind in the room, on your yoga, on your breathing. Is smile as well, because the more we can smile and laugh, the healthier we will be, and the more benefit for our immune system. And that's what we really need at the moment, is to build up those immune systems. Today we're going to come to a standing position. So if it's difficult for you to get up from where we are, but you will eventually get there. So if it's easier for you to come to turn onto your knees and stand up, please do so. For the rest of us, if you can, maybe just use your knuckles and push yourself up into a standing position. So that's learned over time. If you can't do it, don't stress about it. I just want to see if I'm lined up here. I don't think I'm lined up with the camera, but that doesn't matter. So we are going to start with mountain pose. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the time because I can only record 29 minutes at a time. So here we are in mountain pose. I'm going to stop the camera and just come back to it. Right, so hopefully I'm back in more or less the same position. So for mountain pose, we are standing with the feet hip width apart. We're pulling in the tailbone, tucking in that tummy. We're just going to roll those shoulders down and away from our eyes. We're not standing all hunched with the shoulders up. They're nicely relaxed. Tailbone and tummy tucked in. We're not drawing up the knees tight, just enough to keep our balance. We're just going to place our hands by our sides, and if you have the balance, you may close your eyes. If not, I suggest just to pick a spot in front of you, just nice and level, and just concentrate on that. So we're just breathing nice and gently, just in and out through the nose. Remember, keep a smile on your face. It's just you in the room. Nobody else can see you. The purpose of mountain pose, and as we're coming into summer, hopefully here in the UK, is to ground with the earth. So you may have heard of grounding. If not, just go and Google it. And what it's nice to do is go stand outside on the grass in your garden, or if you have a park nearby, take off your shoes and socks and just go and stand or walk around on the grass for half an hour if you can, or take a chair and go and sit on the chair with your bare feet on the grass, and it helps us to connect with the earth's energy, which is also very healthy for us. So from here, we're going to breathe in, raise those arms up to the ceiling, and we're into extended mountain pose. So still drawing in the tailbone, the tummy, just drawing up those knees. Arms are nice and straight if possible, so not to stand like that because we're not going to gain any benefit there. But drawing ourselves up, try and touch the ceiling above us, still looking straight forward and smiling. So it's a bit of a stretch and a balance. So we're going to prepare for half moon from here. So you may keep your arms nice and straight if you wish, or if you like, you can place the palms of the hands and those fingers together, press the thumbs together just above the head. And whenever I say you go left, it's your left, which is opposite to me because obviously you're looking at me from a different angle. So we're going to take a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, it's just a gentle bend to the left. So it's just opposite to me. It's your left. Just keep breathing. Just pick that spot, just keep looking at it. So this is half moon to the left. Breathe in, come back to the standing position, and as we exhale, we bend to the right, so it's a side bend to the right. Exhale, keep breathing. So half moon to the right. Breathe in, gently come back to the center. Push those arms up to the ceiling, and nice gentle exhale as we lower those arms down, nice and gently, and just breathing, nice deep breath. Just roll the shoulders, just jiggle them a moment just relax the muscles. From here, I'm just going to turn to the side because I'd like you to see how the pose is done. So it's just a balancing mountain pose because we're going to go into our balances now. The feet are still hip width apart. We're going to bring the hands together in front of us, or if you find your balance is better there or the hands there, whichever suits you. And by bringing our hands together, which looks like a prayer position, it has no religious connotation whatsoever in yoga. So I just wanted to put that out there. So we'll straighten our hands out to the front. So what we're going to do is just breathing gently. We're just going to rise up onto the toes. Just keep breathing. And lower back, lower the heels back down. Rise up again. Just keep breathing. Remember, tuck in the tailbone, the tummy, lower those heels. Rise back up again. See maybe if you can get a little further up. And lower it down. And last time, raise up. See if you can get right onto the all your feet on your toes. And lower back down. And just relax those arms down. So with yoga, the balancing exercises or poses that we do really do help to fix the balancing within our inner ear, the middle ear and the inner ear. And I can attest to that because I've twice suffered from labyrinthitis, and as a child I had no balance whatsoever. For me to stand in assembly just with my feet together like that and actually close my eyes at school in assembly, I couldn't. I had to just look down and keep my eyes open because I had no balance whatsoever. And yoga has sorted it all out for me. It does take time, it takes practice, and when you think you haven't got the balance, maybe a few months down the line, maybe even 6 months down the line, you think, wow, I can balance. I'm not flopping everywhere. So it does take time. Okay, from here we're going to do tree. Because it's beginner's yoga, we're not looking to get the foot right up onto the thigh. My feet slip down because of the material, the fabric of my pants. So I'm not going to push it onto my knee either because that can damage the knee joint. So we're standing on the left foot with a nice and straight in front of us. It must be turned out or turned in because we will not have balance. So on the left foot, the right foot is just coming to the ankle. Again, we're drawing ourselves up. I forget I got a mic there. We bring the hands together in front of us, or if you want to bring your hands straight in front of you again, it's entirely up to you. Whichever is easier for your balance. I find just placing the hands together. So if that's where your balance is, then that's exactly what you do. What you will find is, as time goes on, and the more you do the tree pose, you'll be able to bring your foot to the ankle. So just holding it there, so it's strength as well. You've got to use the muscles here to keep that leg up. And in time, we'll get to the calf. And after, I don't want to say a year, but it depends how many times you do your yoga, and if you lose the balance, you just come back to it. That happens to the best of us. You'll get up to the knee, but that I'm using the strength in my legs to hold my foot there, I'm not pressing on my knees. So we're going to lower that foot down. Just keep your hands where they are. And we're standing on the right foot. So your right foot, always opposite to me. And drawing in the tailbone, the tummy, shoulders away from the ears. So again, either your balance is there or there. So don't keep following me. Just wherever your balance is, and that's what you practice throughout your yoga sessions. Obviously, I'm a little bit further along, hopefully as a teacher, and so I'm that far. And lower down, and just relax those arms down. So from here, I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see the pose better. And again, I hope I'm explaining everything as I'm going so you can actually follow me. And the more you do my yoga classes, the more, or the less you'll have to look at the video and the more you can listen to my voice. So again, we're going to stand on the left foot. Just want to see that I'm not going to touch that. And I'll probably move forward a little bit. So I'm on the left foot. When we bend in yoga, we bend from the hips. We don't bend the back. So we bend, push the tailbone out, bend from the hips and bend forward. And so we're going to be standing on the left foot. The right foot is just supporting us there. Hopefully my back is straight. I'm just looking down at the mat. My arms are hanging down. I'm going to bring those arms out just nice and gently. And when I'm ready, I'm just going to lift my foot off the mat. So that's for beginners. Whoops, if you lose it, just lower that toe again, or if that's where you are, that's fine. And eventually we'll be able to lift the leg up and then just lower back down and stand up straight. So because it's beginners, we're not holding the pose very long. And what you will find is the one side is stronger than the other, and that's just how our bodies are. So we're standing on the right foot, left foot's just behind us. We're bending from those hips, bend down, arms are hanging down. Make sure your foot is nice and straight. We're gently going to bring those arms out to the side, and then when you're ready, if that's where your balance is, or if it's just there, that's fine. And eventually we'll get the leg hip height, but for the moment it's either there or just there. So whichever is easiest for you. And we come back to standing position. So on my right leg, lifting my left leg, I'm stronger than standing on my left leg and lifting my right leg. That's how it is. Okay, so we're going to do ballerina. Again, I'm going to turn around. So I would suggest that if you have a flat wall in the room where you're doing your yoga, just to go to the wall and to hold on to that. For example, to come to the wall here, because I've got a window there. So you'd be standing on your left foot, you'd be lifting up the right foot. And if you have the balance, then be lifting up the left arm. So it's opposite arm and leg. And if you need to hold on to the wall, that's fine. So you also feel a bit of a stretch in the right thigh. But if it's too much, then just bring the knee forward. Otherwise, just try and draw that foot back a little bit, then let go. And we're going to stand on the right foot. So my balance is, it's okay today, so I don't need the wall. So we're on the right foot, it's nice and straight in front of us. We're lifting up the left foot, and when we're ready, we bring up the right arm. Just breathing gently. Okay, relax down, let go of that foot. So from here, I'm going to turn my back to you so that you can see my hands. Again, I'm just going to place my heels on the edge of the mat here, so I know that my feet, I haven't got one foot standing in front of the other one, ahead of the other one. The feet are hip width apart. We're drawing in the tailbone, drawing in that tummy, and this is called yoga mudra. So we're going to clasp the hands behind the back. So just clasp those fingers. And what we're going to do is we're keeping those shoulders back. We're also going to raise the hands away from the tailbone. So now that you can see my arms there, stay where you are. I'm just going to turn side on so that you can see what happens from here. So tail in, tummy in, shoulders away from the ears, hands away from the tailbone. If you have any problems like glaucoma, please don't, just keep your arms in. If you want to relax, let go of the hands. Please don't bend forward. So take a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, remember, use those hips Use those hips, bend forward from the hips, down, 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 then relax down and just feel those arms if they're going to flop over. They want to come forward over the head. Just keep breathing. Arms as straight as possible. Take a nice deep breath. Come back to standing position using those hips, lowering the arms back down. Let go of the arms. Don't know if you can see our cat Misty. No, she's not coming to me. Relax those arms a little bit, and again, because we don't have left and right, we're going to do that again. Clasp the hands behind the back. Draw in the tailbone, the tummy, relax those shoulders back. Move those hands about an inch away from the tailbone. So just breathe in gently. Take a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, bend from those hips, push the tailbone out, bend forward from those hips. Come down, down, down. Feel arms. Don't want to flop over the head. Relax the head down. Feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the legs. If it's too much, then just come up. We're not looking to pull any muscles. Just keep breathing. Take a nice deep breath. Again, using those hips. Come back to a standing position. Exhale. Nice deep breath. And relax. I got such a frog in my throat. Right, we are going to come down into a sitting position. So again, if you like to just come down onto your hands and knees and then sit, or if you can again cross those ankles, use your hands for support. And come down. So we're going to do our forward sitting bend stretches. What I try and advise, or what I ask from my yogis, especially the beginners, is when we're sitting with our legs straight in front of us, so straighten the legs, pull the toes up so that the heels are nice and flat on. Keep the legs straight because it's easy. I can also bend my knees and get down there, but it's far more not difficult, challenging to keep those legs straight, to stretch down to reach our feet or our toes. We're going to pull the flesh out from underneath the sitting bones so that we're sitting nice and square, back is nice and straight. And what I ask here is, once we've brought our arms down and we're bending forward, always bend forward from the hips. So I'm just going to remove the microphone so that I can bend forward without that poking me. Is bend from the hips. So we're not bending the butt. Always keeping the butt nice and straight. And we're using those hips to come forward. And if that's where you are, or if that's where you are, that's fine. Eventually, the suppleness will develop and we'll get down to closer to the ankles and eventually to the feet. But if that's where you are, take hold of that, because that will help you to develop that little bit of stretch. Again, we are not pulling muscles, so hands by the sides, fingertips touching the floor. Breathe in as you bring those arms up, and then as we exhale, bend forward from those hips, come forward, take hold of where you get to. If that's where you are as a beginner, that's fine. If you're a little bit more supple, maybe getting closer to the ankle, that's also good. Or if you can get to the feet, so just keeping the back nice and straight. If you want to close your eyes a moment, just breathing gently. Take a nice deep breath. As you do so, bring those arms up to the ceiling again. And exhale, just lower those arms back down to the ground. Remember, using those hips to bend. Okay, we're going to bend the left leg, so it's your left leg. We are just putting the sole of the foot onto the right thigh, so we're not drawing it into the groin. The toes are almost somewhere near the knee, and again flesh out from underneath the sitting bones. Back nice and straight, hands by the sides. Breathe in, bring those arms up, and then as we exhale, bend forward from those hips, coming down again. If that's where your stretch is, that's fine. Just close your eyes, just breathe gently. If you're a little bit further down, again good, but take hold of where you are, because it's easier and more comfortable to bring the stretch about. And if you get down to your feet, that's fine. Close the eyes and breathe. And smile. Take a nice deep breath, bring those arms back up to the ceiling and exhale gently as you lower those arms down. There's never a rush with Hatha Yoga. What I try and promote is calm and quiet and relaxed. So we're going to stretch that left leg out. We're going to draw the right leg in, bend that right knee. If, and I did mention this before, if you've had knee replacements or you just have stiff knees, then just keep the foot, maybe keep your foot by your ankle and not draw it in there, because that's going to put pressure on the knee and we don't want to aggravate the knees. So just keeping it there, put your hands up there, bringing up and coming forward and taking hold of where you get to. For those that can bend the knee and it's comfortable, sole of the foot onto the left thigh, hands by the sides, breathe in, bring those arms up, and as we exhale, bending from those hips, coming down. If that's where your stretch is, take hold of that. If it's a little bit further down, that's fine, and if we get to the foot, that's also fine. So what we try and do as well is try and pushing, but just with the muscles themselves, is push that. So we're not using the elbow to push that knee out. So it's a stretch for the legs and the back, and also a bit of a stretch for the groin. Just keep breathing. Take a nice deep breath, bring those arms back up to the ceiling, and a nice gentle exhale as we lower them down. Stretch that leg out a moment, just bend them, maybe just give them a rub if they've been tensioned too much. So we are going to do our sitting spinal twist. So this is really good and it's nice for sciatica or for the lower back. And these three poses we've just done now, or two poses we've done, is also good for lower back. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend the left knee. So anybody with, again, with either knee replacement or stiff knees, just wait a moment. So this is for anybody that can bend the knees and they're okay. So we're almost going to sit on that left ankle, but not quite. We're not going to lift ourselves up onto it. Also, the thigh needs to be nice and straight in front of us. And the other leg is just coming over the knees. So the left leg is bent. We're just tucking that ankle in under the tailbone. The right leg is coming over the left knee. And make sure it's on the mat, because then your foot's not going to slide away from you. We're taking the left hand and we're just placing it behind us for support. So as if you're sitting back on the grass, the right hand is coming over the right knee. So right arm, right leg. We're just going to take hold of the inside of the ankle. So when you're nice and comfortable there, we'll then turn and look over the left shoulder. And just keep breathing. So for those that cannot bend the knees, we're going to keep that left leg straight. We're still bringing the right leg over the left knee. We're still taking hold of that right ankle. And we're still going to turn and look over the left shoulder. So those are the alternatives to the sitting spinal twist. Just breathing gently. It's a nice gentle twist. So we're going to keep our legs where they are. We're going to take a nice deep breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to unclasp the hands, swap those hands around. So the right hand goes out behind us to support us. The left hand takes hold of the right knee, and we just turn and look over the right shoulder. Just breathing gently. Take a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, just unclasp those hands and those legs. So we're going to do it now with the right leg. So again, so where we're bending the right knee, the right leg, and tucking it in under the tailbone, we're just going to keep that right leg straight. We're going to bring the left leg over the right ankle because that's not too harsh a bend for the knee. Those for people with either knee replacements or really stiff knees or sore knees. And then we obviously put the right hand out behind us. The left hand comes over the left knee, just takes hold of the left thigh or the left knee, and we turn and look over the right shoulder. For those of us that can bend the knees, so we're tucking that right heel under the left tailbone. So the thigh is nice and straight in front of us, mustn't be pointing in any other direction. The left ankle comes over the right knee. The right hand comes out behind us to support us. The left hand comes over the left knee. So same arm, same leg, and takes hold of the inside of the ankle. And we gently turn and look over the right shoulder. Just breathing gently. And smile. So keep the arms now, keep the legs where they are. Take a nice deep breath. And we're gently going to swap our arms around. So left hand behind us, right hand takes hold of the left knee, and we turn our heads gently and look back over the left shoulder. Remember, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Just breathing gently. Take a nice deep breath. Turn to the front, unclasp those arms and legs, and just push those legs out in front of us a little bit. So from here, we're going to come down into a lying position on our backs. Because I'm going to roll over onto my right side. Again, when I get up, I'm just going to move the microphone a bit. So we come back down into a lying position. So just for a moment, we're just going to draw those knees back up to the chest. I'd give the knees a hug or the shins, or just clasp the hands behind the knees. For some reason, my back today is not playing the game. So just relax a moment, just give the spine time to readjust to a flat, hard floor. Maybe instead of rolling from side to side, you can maybe just give them a hug. Oh, and my stomach is grumbling. Okay, so from here we're going to do a lying down spinal twist. So we're going to keep the knees bent. Again, for those yogis that have the stiff knees or knee replacement, so if you're just there, that's fine. And remember, we're always going to go over to the left side first. So it'll be your left side. So the alternative is to unclasp the hands. We're going to place them about 20 past 22, 20 past as per the clock, just to give us some support. And we're going to roll over to our left side. For those that can bend the knees, our legs are here. So just breathing gently. We're going to start rolling over to the left side. So just continue breathing. And of course your arms are going to move. So just keep rolling over until we get right onto the left side. Nice and slowly, gently, until the feet and the legs are onto the floor. And I try and keep my feet on the mat because then they don't run around. So the trick here is to relax those legs and feet. So just find a spot where they're not going to run away. And then we gently turn the head to look back over the right shoulder. So that arm will move, that's fine. And just make sure those legs and those feet aren't going anywhere. So all in all, we should be totally relaxed. Obviously, the right shoulder is not going to come back onto the mat yet because it's just a case of suppleness. It just takes time. Breathing gently. You are totally relaxed. Breathe in gently, just bring the head back to the center. And then as we exhale and breathe, we are going to slowly lift those legs, bend knees back off the ground, and just gently coming back to the starting position. The right arm will move. And we're coming back until we flat on our backs again. And then from here, we're just going to continue over. So just continue breathing. So we're rolling over onto the right side. Coming over. Your arms will move, that's fine. So once we get onto the right side and our legs have found the floor, by keeping your feet on the mat, they're not going to run away. Then when the legs and the feet are relaxed, gently turn the head to look back over the left shoulder. And you should be completely relaxed now, so just breathing gently. Breathe in, just bring the head back to the center, and then as you exhale and breathe, you're just gently going to lift those bent knees back off the mat, gently coming back to the center where we started off from. So elbows nice and flat on our backs again, and then just gently give those knees a hug, or just behind the knees, just clasp those hands behind the knees. So most of the time there's always an alternative, so whichever's more comfortable for you. So we're going to do this through the whole stretch. We're just going to unclasp those hands, and we're going to gently push the left leg away from the body a little bit. We're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee. So right ankle over the left knee. So we've made a hole in the thighs, between the thighs. Excuse me. Take the left hand, push the left hand through that hole. Take the right hand, clasp those fingers behind the right thigh, and then just gently push those legs away from us. So our hands are almost holding on to the back of the right thigh, but the knee is still glued. The ankle is glued to the knee. Just keep breathing. I'll get my words right. Just have a nice smile. And just breathing gently, bring those knees back towards the chest, unclasp the hands, unclasp the legs. And stretch the right leg out a little bit. Bring the left ankle over the right knee. Glue them together. Take the right hand, push it through the hole by the thighs. Clasp the left hand and clasp the left hand and hold on to the left thigh, the back of the thigh. And gently stretch those legs out slightly. Just keep breathing. Breathing gently, draw those knees back to the chest, unclasp the hands, unclasp the legs. Just give those knees, the shins a hug, clasp your hands behind your knees. Just ease the back out again a moment on the mat. Find the warmer I get, the more yoga I've done, the better my back feels on the mat. I'm going to unclasp those hands. We're going to come back up into a sitting position. So remember, we're rolling on to the right side. And put the left hand down, straighten those legs out, and come back into a sitting position. Oh, right. My whole body just feels out of place today. It's time for relax. So if you want to get your blankie, because it's really nice to get yourself covered up, or if you want to put a hoodie on or socks, so you can be nice and comfortable for our relax. I'm going to switch the camera off, come back and lie down. So get yourself organized. So long. I have my throw over here already. Nice and washed, nice and clean. Right, here I am. Back again. I'm putting some socks on because my feet are cold and I want to have a nice relax. I don't want to be cold. So if you want to put a hoodie on, you're welcome as well. But I find just with my throw, nice throw, it's nice to relax. So tuck it around my feet. So again, when we're lying down, if you're comfortable with your legs straight, great. Put the heels together, allow the feet to relax out to the sides. If not, just draw your feet to the sides of the mat, put the knees together so that they relax and you're completely relaxed. So make sure when you're lying down that you have got your head on the back of the mat. Yeah, I'm on the mat, so there we go. I'm only going to pull the throw up and just onto my chest, and I'm going to tuck my arms in. I've got my mic, so almost cover the mic up. There we go. So heels together if you can. Relax those feet out, and then arms out to the sides. I'll just bring my hands out. The palms facing up. Eyes are closed. Just take some nice, deep, slow breaths just on your own time. Just relax the body and the mind again. If you need a yawn, have a yawn. It means you're relaxing. Remember, our day is still inside the door, that door's closed. Well, the day's outside the door, should I say. I'm all muddled up today. So this is our relax at the end of our yoga session. This is the part that I enjoy the most. I enjoy doing the yoga, instructing it. I also love this part as well. So with every breath that you take, and as you exhale, just feel the tension just draining away. It's almost like lying on the beach, just in the water, and you feel those little waves just washing over you, just right at the beginning of the shoreline. And wash up onto you. As they drain away, just drawing all the tension way out of the body, out of the mind. Use your imagination and see if you can use your mind's eye just to visualize lying on the beach. It's nice and warm. Just at the water's edge, and you've just got those little waves just lapping, maybe just over onto your feet or your legs. Feel them breaking onto you. And then away they drain, just drawing all the tension away. For our new yogis, for the beginners, we take about 10 minutes at the end of our yoga session just to really relax. Just closing the eyes, just breathing gently. Keeping the mind in the room. Find your mind wandering, just come back to the picture of you lying on the beach, just feeling those waves lapping over you and draining away. Nice warm water, warm sunshine. Just give yourselves a nice smile. Near the seagulls, these seagulls in the distance. Just the sound of the ocean. it feels like it's going quiet, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that you might almost drop off or drift off to a little sleep. You just let go. Relax the body, relax the mind. Just breathing gently. As you're breathing gently, just feel your toes relax, the heels, the legs. Feel those hips relaxing. Fingers, the hands, the arms, shoulders. Can you give yourselves a nice big smile? And smiling to relax the facial muscles, cheekbones. Nice big smile. Feel the forehead relaxing. You're going to relax the bottom jaw away from the top one. And relax the tongue onto the bottom jaw. Now relax the eyes back into their sockets. Now totally relaxed. Mind is blank, breathing gently. You're gently going to move those toes, move those fingers. Just bring the mind back into the room. Take a nice deep breath, just on your own time, even 2 or 3. Even a yawn if that's how you feel. It means you're nicely relaxed. I'd like you to keep your eyes closed for the next bit of our relaxation or for the end of our yoga session. There's nothing funny going on. I'll talk you all the way through it. So keeping those eyes closed, we're just going to draw those knees back to the chest and just give them a hug again. Just keep your throat over you. If you want to clasp your hands behind your knees again, welcome to do that. So just giving those knees, those shins a hug. Just ease the back out on the mat. It's comfortable. With the eyes still closed, we're going to gently roll over back onto our right side. With the eyes closed, push up into a sitting position. And my eyes are closed, so I'm going to try and position myself straight on my mat. Use my hands to find position. I'm crossing my ankles because it's comfortable for me to do so. Still got the throw over my knees, it's keeping me nice and warm. If it's more comfortable to just gently straighten your legs slightly with slight bends in the knees, do so. Sitting up nice and comfortably, we're going to bring the palms of the hands together and we wrap them, so rather than feel them generating some heat, place them over the eyes, breathe in, breathe out, drop them down, generate some heat, place them over the eyes, breathe in, breathe out, drop them down, last time, generate some heat, place them over the eyes, just keep them there, just breathing gently. With the eyes still closed, you may lower your hands down to your knees, just relax them there. If you'd like to bring the palms of the hands, the fingers and the thumbs together, just press them gently together and then just touch the thumbs onto the chest bone. I think I'm going to hit my mic, so I'm just going to keep my hands in front of my chest. So when you're ready, you may open your eyes on your own time. Thank you for doing Hatha Yoga with Catherine for beginners. I hope you've enjoyed the class. Namaste. Thank you.